Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, just wanted to hit you with this quick upload. I've been thinking a lot over the course of the past couple of weeks about the future of Destiny 2 and specifically the PvP experience for Destiny 2. And came up with a list of things that I would just love to see in order for Destiny 2's PvP to stay relevant. Because let's be honest, man, there's some real competition coming out this year for the type of players that are playing Destiny. I know Anthem's about to launch, and I know myself, I'm going to be playing a lot of Anthem. I'm very interested in that game, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. But it doesn't have PvP, but it's still something that's sort of this space magic shooter looter, and it's going to draw a lot of players away, because not all of the Destiny 2 player base is exclusively PvP. I mean, a lot of us just love playing video games in general, and we like to dabble in other looter shooters as well. So Division 2 as well, man, we've got a lot ahead of us that's good to be excited about. So what is it that Destiny 2's PvP experience needs in order to stay relevant over the course of the next year? I think number one is an obvious one that the community's been talking about for a long time. We need to see the return of the Trials experience, and it's probably going to be Trials of the Nine in some capacity. We're not ever going to go back to Trials of Osiris. I don't think that would be relevant. I think that they have a story they want to tell with the Nine, and there's a reason that we've been working with the Emissary, and a lot of the dialogue that she has, some of the lore tabs for the weapons, etc., point to a larger narrative that needs to be told. But not only that, I think that the player base needs a Trials experience, because comp is, it's one end of the extreme, and quick play is supposed to be the other end of the extreme. It's supposed to be really casual fun just for kicks and giggles, but the two seem to be pretty similar sometimes, with the way that a lot of people tend to play. So we need to have like an exclusively, hey, this environment is just for kicks and giggles, and then we need to have the comp environment that's like, this is for that number, that's for that rank that you need to aspire to attain. But we need something in the middle, and Trials of Osiris was always that. It was this middle ground where it doesn't matter what kind of player you were, whether you were a habitual player or an occasional player, Trials had a place for you. And yeah, not everybody was going flawless, but they were still trying to get win streaks and getting loot along the way. And it was just a fun, dynamic experience, and the elimination game type brought that sort of intensity and excitement to it. So I think that we need a Trials experience of some kind. I really hope that it comes back sooner than later. The monotony of Crucible, over time, it can be a little numbing. So it's good to mix things up, and we need more options, truth be told. The second thing I would say, there's a lot. You could go into depth. You can do entire videos on each and every one of these, but I'm going to hit them quickly and respect your time. The second thing I would say is well-made maps. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. The maps we got Forsaken, I don't like them. The Firebase one is terrible. I think it's a terrible map. I do not like the way that it plays. And if you disagree, feel free to disagree. Maybe you love these maps. I don't. I can't stand Firebase. I think Equinox is terrible. It looks like, and I'm not trying to undermine anybody's hard work here, but it just feels like they gave a third grader some building blocks and a flat surface and said, make us a map. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm not trying to undermine anybody's work or take value away from it. I just don't care for it. We need well-made maps that flow well, that fit in the Destiny universe, that are exciting to play. It feels like when you are queued up, there's so few maps that when you see yourself flying in, you go, yes. But there's so many maps that when you see yourself flying in, you go, ah. You know what I mean? We need more well-made maps, and I feel like we didn't deliver on that when Forsaken dropped. We've yet to have that. Pantheon came back, and I like Pantheon. It's an alright map. It's not the best, but it's alright. Moving on. Number 3 thing. I need more regular sandbox updates. I feel like, I don't know, they set this expectation early on where they said the way we designed Destiny 2 is so that it would be easier for us to more frequently go in and fudge with the numbers, right? And make modifications. But I feel like we haven't really had that, though, truth be told. We still have these long seasons that once the meta gets settled, it stays settled for a while, to the point where it can start to get a little bit monotonous and even aggravating at times. So I would hope that we get more regular weapon tunings, subclass tunings, etc. I know we've got an update coming here in January, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that's left unaddressed. Next thing I would say, number 4 thing, I think we need endgame PvP gear to chase. We really don't have that. On the Iron Banner gear, there's nothing about it other than the way that it looks that's going to be unique. I mean, there's no unique perks. There's no enhanced perks. We need to be able to get enhanced perks somewhere other than the raid, you know, and you know, endgame PvE spaces. You know, there's a lot of hardcore PvP players out there who want to get their hands on some enhanced sniper dexterity, etc. You know, and we need to be able to have a place in the PvP arena to chase that endgame PvP gear. So I would love to see more endgame PvP gear available in the game for us to chase with those enhanced perks. Maybe it's Iron Banner, maybe it's in Trials, maybe it's in Comp, whatever it may be. It just needs to be there, truth be told. More incentive, more loot-based incentive for players to play PvP. The last thing I would say, and this one might seem a little peculiar, maybe it feels like it's out of left field, but you know, other games have made these, have introduced this late in the game because they understood the value of it. And now we're, you know, well over a year into Destiny 2, and we don't have this in a Destiny experience, and that's theater mode. I would love for us to have theater mode. Theater mode is wonderful for every type of player, common player, sweaty player, content creator, no matter who you are, what you are. Theater mode is fantastic. I spent hours and hours and hours in theater mode when I was growing up, when I was in college, playing Halo 3, etc. And it wasn't because I was making content. It was just because I loved it. I loved going in there, taking screenshots, breaking down plays, seeing what happened, what was going on in the map. Maybe I had an amazing quad, you know, a team wipe of some kind, to kind of play it frame by frame, get every angle and see what it looked like from everyone's position. Or when something happens that's confusing and you want to go back and say, how did I die there? You know, I felt like I got one shot by a hand cannon. And you go back and you see, oh, this guy way over here in Africa hit me with a bow the exact same moment. You know what I mean? Theater mode is just so fantastic. You can sink hours in it, and it incentivizes you even further to go play PvP. So that's my list of 5. What are some of the things that you think the Destiny 2 PvP experience needs in order to stay relevant? Let me know. I'm genuinely interested in your thoughts. Thank you for tuning into the video. I'll be gone Tuesday through Thursday this week. I'll be in Seattle at Bungie, but I'll be back Friday and cranking out more content then. So look forward to seeing you then. Until then, be warm and well fed, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.